It's a bantamweight matchup between Henry Cejudo and Marlon Moraes. So here's the #1 bantamweight contender making his way to the octagon. Gotta be some nerves here as he gets set to compete for the UFC bantamweight title. No denying he deserves to be there. He's got the requisite win streak, he's got the finishes, he's got the popularity, the fan support. Now he needs the championship performance. We'll see if he has what it takes to unseat the incumbent. All right, here he is, the UFC bantamweight champion. He has successfully defended the title in the past. A decidedly different challenge, though, here tonight. Prevailing wisdom is that this will be his toughest title defense to date. The odds suggest that this is a close matchup on paper, but he believes he's one of the GOATs, one of the greatest of all time. If you want to be that, you certainly got to make good on this title defense tonight. Our tale of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. Moraes is 32, Cejudo is 33. Moraes is 2 inches taller. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. And once again, here is the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 9 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Toms River, New Jersey, USA, presenting the challenger, Marlon Magic Moraes. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Greco-Roman wrestler, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, presenting, leading, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Henry the Messenger Cejudo.
UFC belt on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
The fighters touch him up. All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, we have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. It's going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up with.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC.
Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
Cejudo's got the full mount. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land a beautiful ground and pound combination.
All right, Muay Thai clinch. A lot of elbows and knees could be coming from here. We'll see how he chooses to attack.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous position, but an advantageous one for the offensive fighter. Watch for the defensive guy to try to break this big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
Oh, and he lands another takedown here, just doing a nice job not telling.
He's got his chin in, but now it's starting to slip under the neck.
He might get a finish here.
Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. And back to his feet. Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. That's a crippling shot there. Big right hand. Oh! All right, under 3 minutes now to go in round one. And with authority, goes to the judo throw right into side control.
He's inside control. He's got a ton of options.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Moraes. He's having his way with him here. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
All right, working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
30 total strikes have landed for Henry Cejudo. Oh, bleeding from his cheek now. Damage done. Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes.
Now he's masterful from here.
Oh, he went to a single, switched to a high punch. Nice big takedown. What a technique, what a takedown. Great high-impact skill.
You could feel the canvas reverberating here at the Bronx.
I mean, right there. Boom, 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 boom. It's like me running anywhere, John.
That's right. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Sound strike on the ground. All right, 60 seconds now to go in round one. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Cejudo. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Cejudo's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. Oh, we're getting a finish here. All right, so there's the horn. Let us now look back at some of the action in that round, DC, and he had his takedown game going early and often.
Yeah, he had it going great. I mean, he did a great job of finding his entries, rushing to his finishes before his opponent could react and defend him. He should be very proud of the work he did over the course of that last round.
All right, so here we go. Next round is underway. It looked like maybe we would get a finish by submission in the previous round. Close, but no cigar.
Close, but no cigar. He's going to have to do things differently if he's going to submit this guy. Oh, big elbow.
Just out of range with that kick attempt.
When you're in a clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
With a single collar tie there.
Straight punch lands.
All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab? Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Oh, man, that cut is getting worse by the minute. Looking ghastly at this point. Many of these have landed with authority. 79 total strikes have now landed for Henry Cejudo. Well, it's certainly picking the spots well tonight, landing with 64% accuracy against Marlon. Nice kick landed there by Cejudo. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Cejudo gets hit by that leg kick. How about that shin? Trying to establish that jab once again.
Great punch landed with so much power.
Both fighters throwing heat now.
Oh, man, head kick land.
He is throwing a fast.
Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Now he's going to try to attack the Kimura here. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Oh, he postured up there. Nicely done. Cejudo gets up. He is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the field. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
Good stick.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Oh! Diving punch. Watching this guy move on the ground, another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Marlon Moraes.
Oh, right to the mount.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. Moraes' lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. I mean, how many can he take? Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. He's attacking armbar now. He should be defending right now. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
stays in the fight. All right, full guard now, DC.
And for the guy on top, he needs to build posture or just go to the next position, start shoving that knee through, trying to get the half guard, which in turn will lead to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you need to be anticipating, you need to be framing, you need to be moving, looking for opportunities to either reverse the position or get back to your feet.
All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replays.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed, this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my tunes.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Got the single collar tie. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Throws him off. Oh! Go get him. He's in trouble. He's getting it up.
Back to the feet.
He loaded up on that right hand, too.
And really starting to make these shots count. And he landed the right hand there. And really starting to make these shots count. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Sefoodo. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
The ground and pound strike is true. Oh, the cut on that cheek is only getting worse. His face is a mess. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, he's in a half guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here, DC.
Yeah, he's isolating it to try to get a Kimura here to finishing position.
From there as he gets it done by submission.
He got the arm straight. He got the pressure with his hips to force his opponent to tap, and he wins the fight.
Yeah, that's about as good as he's looked in the grappling realm, and he stayed focused on the arm bar. He kept going back to the well for it, and ultimately, in the middle of this fight, he gets the tap. That is a big finish for that young man here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So there he is, the UFC Bantamweight champion, closing the show tonight with a spectacular submission. It is going to take a special performance to dethrone this man at 135 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee E. Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 38 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar. And still the undisputed UFC
right, so he came into this fight as the unquestioned best 135-pound fighter in the world, and nothing about that effort will change that narrative. Congrats to the still UFC bantamweight champ.
Congratulations to the bantamweight champion of the world, a top-notch fighter who has all the skill you need to reign.